Hey everybody, how's it going? Thanks so much for watching the video. I really appreciate it. Today, I want to discuss home equity lines of credit, otherwise known as Helocs. I get a lot of questions about these. I've closed a few of these, and I want you to know a little more information about it, how it can help you out if you have a home right now and you're looking to tap into some of your equity. So HELOC is a home equity line of credit. And what it does is it gives you access to the equity in your home up to a certain percentage. Most home equity lines of credit will let you take out up to 90% of the value of your home. Now, if you have a first mortgage already, that 90% includes that first mortgage, okay? So that's important to know. Give you a quick example, and I know a lot of us, we don't like numbers, and every time I explain it, I think I put people to sleep. But I'm going to try to make this quick. So if you have a home that's worth $100,000 and you have a first mortgage that is sitting at $40,000, the home equity line of credit will let you borrow up to $50,000. So you have 40 on your first and then 50 on the second, which is the home equity line of credit. That's a total of $90,000. That is 90% of $100,000 what your home is worth. So that's how a home equity line of credit traditionally works. Now, some of them might let you go up to 100%. Some might only let you go up to 80%. It all just depends on how well you qualify in the bank that you're working with and the programs that they offer. Now, a lot of people ask, okay, well, what interest rate does a home equity line of credit come with? So typically that's going to be prime rate. And right now, prime rate is sitting at 7.5. That's determined by the Fed's target rate plus 3%. So right now, Fed target rate on this prime rate is 4.5%. So plus 3% equals 7.5%. That's what you would get if you were getting a fixed home equity line of credit. Now, there are other options where you get an adjustable interest rate for a home equity line of credit, and that will probably come with a different interest rate, probably a little higher. I know it doesn't make sense, but most likely a little higher on the interest rate because the Fed target right now for interest rates is kind of high. So when the Fed lowers that target rate down to about 2.5%, that means that prime rate will be 5.5%. So if you have an adjustable home equity line of credit, that adjustable interest rate will drop to match the actual prime rate. So that's how that works. And that's why if you're looking for an adjustable interest rate on a home equity line of credit, it might be a little higher than a fixed rate right now. So depending on your plans, right, how soon you plan on paying that off or how long you're going to wait to pay that off, that's how that's going to work out. Home equity line of credits come in all different terms. You might get one for 10 years, you might get one for 15, 20, or even 30 years. It just depends on what you select. The longer the term, the higher the interest rate typically, okay? So if you pick a sweet spot around 15 to 20 years, you'll probably get a better interest rate on your home equity line of credit. Now, when it comes to accessing the funds with your home equity line of credit, all right, different banks offer different options. Some may give you the line of credit and not require a draw. All right, now that's different from your line of credit. Think of it as a credit card. When you get a credit card, they give you a $5,000 limit, but you don't have to charge that credit card, right? So the charge is equivalent to the draw on a home equity line of credit. So when they use the term draw, you're essentially charging that home equity line of credit for that amount, okay? Most lenders will want an initial draw period when they give you a line of credit. Some won't, but most will. So that draw may be a minimum of 50% of what your home equity line of credit is. Some of them are even 75% of what your home equity line of credit will be for. The reason for that is because they need to be able to give you a draw so they can start obviously collecting interest if they're gonna do a loan. Now, some banks will be okay, you know, some banks, some very VIP customers will get a line of credit, no draw, no fees, no nothing. And then they'll have, you know, maybe 5 years to draw from that line of credit before they close out that account. Most traditional home equity line of credits will give you a 3-year draw period. All right, where if you get a line of credit for 100,000, let's say, they'll have you pull out 50,000 up front or 75,000 up front, and then the remaining line of credit will be permitted for a draw over the next 3-year period. And then after that, your payment will be determined based on what you have actually drawn off of the line of credit or charged of that line of credit for the remaining, let's say 17 years or 27 years, depending on your actual term. So that's how home equity lines of credit work. The fees are very low for them. I have closed a few for my friends and some customers and stuff. They come in very handy. I'm actually considering getting one myself. The interest is deductible on your mortgage because it's actually a mortgage. So that's nice. But if you have any questions about it, you want to know more, feel free to reach out to me at 702finance@gmail.com. You can also call me at 702-506 3244. I'd love to help you out. And again, thanks for watching the video. Please like, subscribe, share. If you found it informative, that would be great. I'm trying to grow the channel, so anything helps. Thank you so much and have a great day.